Okay, this is Steve here. I'm going to show you how to do a nested scene in OBS. Now, nested scenes are when you actually place another scene inside another scene. Okay, and so what we do is let's add another scene here and call this nested scene. And we're going to put this scene. So we're going to place some text in here and call this is a nested scene. And just pop some text in there. Okay. And now when we go back to that scene, it's not there. And we want to make this scene nest in this scene. Okay, so we're going to rename this and call this the main scene 1. And I'm going to right click on the sources and add a scene. And then we'll see add an existing and we click nested scene. And now it's showing the scene in there. And so now if I create a new scene and call this main scene 2, I can either copy this scene, which is the nest, or do that, and there it is in both scenes. Okay, or I can re-add it again by selecting add scene, and that will add your nested scene into this main scene. Okay, it's very handy if you're doing overlays or you're doing lower thirds or you're doing any kind of complicated work that needs to have it integrated multiple times within another scene. Then it's very useful to do that. Okay, nested scenes save a lot of time and hassle. I always recommend that you split up your main scenes from your nested scenes with some kind of border, like call them dummy scenes, so then you know exactly where your nested scenes are. And anything can be a nested scene. Okay, so if you've created a scene that you need to use multiple times, so if I create a color source in here and I want to say create a lower thirds bar, because I've created it in this nested scene and this scene is now added to these other two, you'll notice that it's in when I add it as a scene and I add the nested scene, it will appear in here. Only this time with a nested scene, what you can do is I can now shrink that down and put that there, or on this one I can actually shrink that one down and put that there. So you'll now see that this is the main scene, but we've now nested it and it's doing different things in different scenes. Okay, thanks, have fun.